Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Julia and I basically am just posting my business journey, giving business tips and advice, and I also post a bit of lifestyle and fashion videos. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And I just want to say before we start, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. It's insane, and I'm just so overwhelmed with like the support and like the kind comments I've been receiving these past few weeks. I also want to say that my brand Live in Lavish will be having our restock / spring collection dropping on the 25th. So if you guys are interested, make sure you check it out and save the date in your calendars. It's going to be dropping 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, and we're just gonna get into this video. So basically today's video is going to be about how you can generate more sales for your business. I feel like having a business, it can be very hard at times because you typically feel like you have everything down packed, and then you're just confused as to why you're not getting sales. And I've definitely been there. So I just want to shed some light on how you guys can really improve your strategies when it comes to making sales. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is your website. So your website is your most important part of your business because this is where people go to buy the product, and this is where people go to inform themselves on the product. So a few things that I would recommend you have is a call to action. So when someone goes on your page, is there a clear message? Is there a clear like shop now button and add to cart? Are there products on like the first page so it's easy for people to shop? You want to make sure you have all of these things. So I recommend looking at other brands and seeing what their website looks like or how they formatted it, just to get a better idea. Obviously, you don't want to copy their website, but take inspiration and just look at what they're doing and how they're doing it, especially in the field you're working in. So if you're doing clothing, look at a few clothing brands and see how they have their call to action and how they have their website set up, because they know what they're doing. So doing research and really seeing how they're optimizing their website can help you optimize yours. Another tip I would say is having clear descriptions. A lot of the times people don't put descriptions of what they're selling, and that's a very important part of a website because people can't physically feel the product. So having a clear description of, like, if you're selling jewelry, the material, the sizing, a care guide, things like that is really helpful. And you also want to make sure you have very crisp and clear photos. No one wants a raggedy photo taken on their iPhone in the dark. Granted, you could take photos on your iPhone, you just take them outside in the light, have a nice backdrop, make it look professional. It doesn't matter if you don't have a fancy camera, if you don't have all this equipment, use what you have and use it well. There are a bunch of videos. I actually posted a video previously on how to take product pictures on an iPhone, so you guys can check that out if you need help with that. But use what you have and use it wisely. And so definitely take a lot of pride in your business page. I will say that I use Shopify, and I find Shopify's layout and like their themes are kind of basic and you can't really customize it that much. So I use a third-party app. It's called Layout Hub, and I use that to just customize my page. You guys can use that as well. And yeah, so the next tip I would say is social media. Now, social media, I want you guys to look at it now as a tool. Social media is a tool. So instead of paying for ads, if you construct your content in the right way, it's essentially an ad working for you for free. I personally get majority of my sales from TikTok or Instagram. That is how I generate my sales, because you're not a literal business outside. People can't just go, in your door and like say, oh, well, I like this, tell me about it. You're an online business. So you want to make sure your social presence is there. That's the biggest part. You will need to have a social presence. So on TikTok, I would recommend you creating content that is relatable, having a good marketing strategy. Like, how are you going to reach a customer with this content? That's what you literally want to think about every time you post. Like, is this adding value? And sometimes I'm about to post something and I'm like, this is really not adding value. This is not, educating anyone about my brand. And so I have to scrap it, because at the end of the day, you want to be educating your audience. And that's another thing that I think is really important, having a good idea of what you want to be doing on social media. Like, what are you focusing your brand around? Like, yes, you're selling jewelry, but like, what are like the key selling points? Like, is it waterproof? It's okay, it's non-tarnished, it's hypoallergenic. Like, you want to be throwing these words in like when you're posting your content regularly, so people really understand what your brand's about. And you also need to understand that not everyone is going to see that content you post. So posting consistently every day, multiple times a day, is very helpful. I know you hear this all the time, but it's really true. The more you post, the more people will be exposed to your brand and the more sales you can generate. Now with social media, yes, you can post a video, yes, you can get views, yes, it can go viral and you can get a bunch of sales, but that's not always the case. So I think it's important to have discount codes. This is going to lead us to our second topic, discount codes. I think discount codes are amazing. I like to leave a discount code on like even my YouTube. I'll leave a discount code on my Instagram page. I'll leave a discount code on my TikTok, and it's usually for 15% off of their purchase. So anytime someone is purchasing and they use that code, I know where they came from, and it helps me actually see what is working and what's not. And I also would like to say that having a pop-up on your business page, giving people like a 10% discount code is very important, because I've actually generated a lot of sales from doing that method. Another thing I like to do is sometimes I will hide little discount codes in the comment section of like my content. You know, I'll say like, if you see this, like you get like 20% off. You can do that like on your Instagram, you can do it on your TikTok, whatever, so that people are more enticed to buy. And I definitely recommend having an end date, because once you set that end date, it kind of is like a pressure cooker. You know, people are like, oh, should I buy? And more or less people will buy it if there is an end date, because they want to get that discount. They don't want to pay full price. So that's one thing to think about. Also, when you're doing discount codes, you want to make sure your pricing is good, because if your products, it costs you $5 for a product, you're selling it at $10, so you're only breaking even, and you want to put a discount code, you're not going to be making any money. So you definitely want to, you know, have a good product price, because if you have your products priced too low, you're not going to make any money. So consider pricing your products a little bit higher. That way you can afford to do these discounts all the time, and you can even price them a little bit higher and, you know, offer free shipping, because free shipping entices a lot of people to actually buy with you, because shipping is something that causes people to really not buy a lot of times, because shipping prices might be too high. So that might be something to consider as well, or having like a day where you're like, okay, free shipping on all orders, something like that. That will really get people motivated to shop with you. You know, you want to make sure you're having a good marketing strategy. So these are all the different things you want to definitely think about. Now the fourth thing is your email marketing. So I feel like a lot of people sleep on email marketing. You definitely want to build up this list, and I treat my email marketing like list as my VIP customers. So anytime I'm about to have a restock, or I'm about to have a new collection drop, I always make sure that they have a separate discount code. Anytime I am about to do anything, I give them a separate discount code. I say, okay, here's like 20% off just for you. And I make this known because I tell everyone to subscribe to my mailing list, subscribe to my email list for VIP and exclusive discounts. So having your email list and growing your email list is very important, because it's just another way you can reach your audience. Not everyone is on social media. You have to it's just a thing. Not everyone's on social media. Not everyone's going to see your post. And majority of the time, people will see your email and be more likely to go on your website and shop. So having, an email marketing campaign every week, or every, 2 weeks or whatever, I think every week is pretty feasible. You can do multiple times a week, but having consistency in everything you do is going to really help you progress your brand. And I think these are all ways you can really maximize your sales. Now, there are obviously different things you can do. There are a bunch of different strategies. You can look at a bunch of different YouTube videos, but these are things that I have found to personally help me in my business journey when it comes to generating sales and building a good clientele. And I hope this helps you guys as well, because at the end of the day, I want us all to win. I want to share the knowledge I've learned this past year with you guys, because I literally started my brand from nothing, and now we're getting to something. I mean, I'm not there 100%, but I'm definitely getting closer to my dreams. And I'm just here to shed some light and just share my knowledge with you guys. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys have any more suggestions or anything else you guys want to see, definitely let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.